Now, you might be thinking, okay, so left-wing activists and Muslim groups showed up at the same rallies and supported the same candidates in New York. Big deal. That's concerning, but is it really an alliance? Is it really a pattern that we should even notice or care about or worry about? You see, the answer becomes clear when you look at history. There's one example in particular that stands out and has touched our nation for almost 50 years, and that is in Iran. It's 1979. I can remember this clearly happening when I was a teenager, watching the TV news with my parents and the horrible images on TV news and of the American hostages they kept for a year. Before the Iranian Revolution, the Shah was in power. He was a secular dictator and was supported by most nations in the West. And against him formed two very different groups united together. You had communists, Marxists, socialists, secular revolutionaries who wanted to overthrow the Shah and establish a communist state in Iran. As if that weren't enough, now you had some Islamic clergy, religious conservatives within Islam who wanted to establish an Islamic theocracy. They had nothing in common theologically between the two groups. They had nothing in common philosophically, but they shared one thing. They both wanted the Shah gone. So they worked together. They organized together. They fought together, and they won together. It worked. The Shah fell, and the revolution succeeded and has been ever since. But here's what happened next. This is the part that matters. Once the Islamic revolutionaries, led by Ayatollah Khomeini, consolidated power, they didn't need the communists anymore. They weren't useful idiots. They were just idiots. In fact, the communists became a threat. So the new Islamic government systematically hunted them down, imprisoned them, and many executed them. The very people who had fought alongside the religious Islamic conservatives were now eliminated, and violently so. That's the historical pattern that calls us to attention. Two groups with incompatible worldviews come together against a common enemy, and they succeed together, and then once power is consolidated, the stronger ideology eliminates the weaker one.